I want to talk to you about Texas radio and the big beat. Jim Morrison, The Doors. You know, I grokked that song. It's always been one of my favorites because it's like all he's doing is talking. You know, and there's and the instrumentation in that song, like the guitar and the drums, and then he's just talking, you know, and he's talking about radio, and you know, and yeah, it was just crazy. Anyway, I grokked it, and I guess in the 50s and 60s when he was a child, you know, living around Texas, and I think he lived a little bit in Mexico. I don't really know. I don't know the history of Jim Morrison. He interested me a lot when I was a kid, but he never interested in me enough as an adult to really look into him. Like, I listened to him, but I've never really looked into him. But now that we got Grok, I can look into him really quickly. These radio stations would crank up their stations at 250 watts and boom from the towers. And he said that that's where he got most of his inspiration. And, you know, listening to rock and roll and different things on the radio, right? And that's what he's talking about, the WASP. That's the acronym for what they were doing. You know, they were making the systems, like the big towers and the radio stations, more powerful and booming them out there. I want to talk to you about Texas radio and the big beat, you know? And it's just booming, you know? Like, it's like AM versus FM. AM sounds like shit but goes for miles. FM sounds good but goes for short, you know? It's like 5G versus 4G versus 3G, you know? I mean, a radio guy would be able to explain it better to you, but that's basically how it works. I mean, FM radio is awesome, but I heard it on the AM radio, and AM radios suck, you know? That's why in Canada we have CBC it's the only one, it's the only station. That's it, AM radio. I don't even know if vehicles come with AM radios anymore. Anyway, I don't care. WASP by The Doors. Jim Morrison.